St Olaves Priory was founded in the early 13th century for a community of Augustinian canons and lay close to a ferry crossing over the River Waveney. The priory was jointly dedicated to St Mary and St Olaf, who died in 1030. Olaf was the 11th century king who converted Norway to Christianity and became the country's patron saint. The Priory of St Mary and St Olaf, also known as Herringfleet, was founded for a small community of Augustinian canons early in the 13th century. The Augustinians were very popular with the minor gentry families of East Anglia. Almost 30 houses of the congregation were established across the counties of Norfolk and Suffolk, all of them deeply rooted in their local communities. St Olaves was founded in about 1216 by Roger Fitz-Osbert, who died in 1239, close to a ferry crossing over the River Waveney. Roger and his son Peter, who died in 1275, were buried in the church, as well as other local patrons and benefactors, notably members of the Jerningham family. The canons were guardians of their tombs and of their memories. There were just 7 canons here in the early 16th century, and the priory was suppressed by King Henry VIII in 1537. Following King Henry VIII's suppression of the priory, in the 1540s St Olaves was sold to Sir Henry Jerningham, who died in 1572. He built a substantial house on the site. It appears Sir Henry's family had held the patronage of the priory since the 14th century. His own career was based on long service in the household of Princess Mary. When she became queen in 1553, he was richly rewarded with grants of land and high office. Sir Henry's principal residence was at Costassey, near Norwich, but he also adapted some of the cloister buildings at St Olaves to form a mansion. In his will he made provision to turn this into an almshouse for poor men. Jerningham's building seems to have been of 3 stories. This and the adjacent room are surviving fragments. The building was destroyed in 1784, along with more of the priory ruins. This elegant chamber, known as an undercroft, dates from the early 14th century. The slender row of columns and graceful brick-arched vault supported the Canons Refectory or dining hall above. Fortunately, the undercroft escaped destruction at the time of the suppression and survives as an important early example of the use of brick in medieval England. In about 1825 it was converted to serve as a cottage, with the doorway and windows on the south side behind us dating from this time. In the Middle Ages, the priory community used the undercroft for storage, with meals taken in a well-lit refectory on the upper floor. This was in contrast to most orders of medieval monks, who normally located their refectories at ground level. This is explained by the fact St Olaves was a house of Augustinian canons who favoured such first-floor arrangements. Unlike monks, the canons were all priests. In their daily life they deliberately sought to follow the example of the apostles. A first-floor refectory inevitably recalls the upper room, or cenaculum, where Christ and the apostles took the Last Supper.